Alright, this is Ed, and this is how I'm used to playing pinball. Uh, Multiple arcade machine emulator, or MAME for short, is pretty much the system I've got here. I've got the X Arcade joystick control panel that sits down in this cabinet that I bought. It's an extension arcade cabinet, and I've modified a few things, added some speakers and whatnot. It thumps pretty good, but I'm used to playing pinball this way with visual pinball and future pinball simulation programs, and I tell you what, boy, is it fun. It's not the real thing, but it's as close to the real thing as you'll get. I got the flippers on either side, so I even feel like I'm playing pinball with it. But it really got me thinking how much I enjoy pinball. And my brother lives in Greensboro, and about 10 minutes from him, Lost Ark Arcades opened up about a year ago. And anytime I go to visit my brother, we'll go to Lost Ark, and they got about 20 or so pinball tables, and just been having a blast doing that. Love it there. Met a nice guy by the name of Mark, and he's a pinball enthusiast, knows how to work on them. And I thought, well, if I'm serious about picking up a pinball machine, this is a good guy to know and keep in touch with. So I have. And he let me know that a friend of his by the name of Jim, who is known as the Banker on pinside.com, had this taxi for sale. So Jim was kind enough to let me and the girlfriend come down yesterday and check out his truly impressive collection. Boy, he had some nice pins. But this is what we were there for. And as you can see, it's at my house, so that means I bought it. And it's super nice. Prior to Jim's ownership, a fellow that goes by the handle of Shane-tastic on the pinside.com forums had this for a couple of years. He was kind enough to respond to a private message I sent him asking him about the unit. And he said he had it for a couple of years, and he shopped it out during that time. There was Mylar on top of the lower playfield here. He took that off, and you can see where the Mylar stopped. There's some yellowing anywhere that wasn't protected by the Mylar. You can see right there where Drax starts, some yellowing there, and then up here in front of Santa Claus over by Gorby. But Shane tells me he rebuilt the flippers and put new flipper coils on it and sleeved the rest of the coils, which I'm not sure what that means. I guess it's something good. This is, of course, my first pinball machine, and I'm still learning all the lingo and that kind of thing. I am obviously, because of my inexperience with owning a pinball, I'm not qualified to grade this or any pinball machine, but I know what looks good and what doesn't, and this looks good. I've seen some crappy looking machines in my day, and for a 25-year-old machine, this just looks fantastic. Most of my gripes are all cosmetic. The cabinet has seen better days. I mean, it's got a little character here. A few places it looked like maybe somebody attempted to touch them up. The decals still look nice. The back box here, it's rough in places. I don't think anybody's touched anything up there. It looks all original there. Shane tells me this jackpot display is brand new. I believe the topper is original. I would say it is, because if you look down on top, from the top down, you'll see where it's connected to the top of the back box. It's cracked and chipped and everything else, so pretty sure that's an original topper. This is the Marilyn Monroe version, and I've done a bunch of research on the taxi machine, and apparently Williams was using Marilyn Monroe's likeness without their knowledge of it. And the Monroe estate found out about it and said, hey, if you're going to use Marilyn's likeness, you're going to give us some money. So Williams, rather than pay them any more than they had to at that point, changed the hair color to a reddish brown and renamed the character to Lola. So from what I've read, roughly 30% of the run on this particular machine was the Maryland version, and everything after that was Lola. So I did pay it. According to my research, I found out what these are worth and what the going rate is, and I did pay a couple $100 more than what I thought maybe it was worth. But you know, I don't mind so much because of the fact that Shane did shop it out. Everything works 100%. It plays great. It's the Maryland version, so to me the price was justified. Don't know that I'd gone any higher, but I'm satisfied with what I paid. I'd much rather have a great playing machine that I don't have to fool with, especially since I'm brand new to ownership of this. I don't want to mess with it. I just want to play it for now. You know, I'll learn about things as time goes on, and I'm sure stuff will break here and there. I mean, that's what machines do. So everything's in good shape here. Kind of neat seeing the innards. Volume control there on the left, plumb bob there for the tilt. That bell on the left side there, it does work. I turned that off in the settings. It was neat for the first hour or so, and then it got just annoying. It's loud and annoying. Great for an arcade setting, but you know, kind of annoying for a home use. Let's see, what else did Shane tell me? All new rubbers everywhere. There are a few LEDs in the GI. All new plastic. I assume he waxed the playfield after he stripped the Mylar and cleaned it. He said he put a new ramp in it. Now I don't know if he means one of these metal ramps or the plastic ramps. I would assume he means plastic. And just looking at them, there's some bubbling in this ramp, so that kind of makes me believe maybe that's a reproduction, which would it's probably the more likely candidate to be brand new. It looks brand new. The other ramp, although it's in excellent condition, looks as though it may have a little bit of wear on it, but shoot, it still looks great. The pop bumpers perform flawlessly. They're super energetic. I love it when the ball really gets to bouncing around in there. There is some playfield damage around the pop bumpers up here. I'll have to look into what I could do about that to protect it any more so it doesn't get worse, or what else can be done. I know that I've been reading that there's a company that reproduces playfields for these, but I think they're doing a Lola version. I don't know about Maryland, so I may be SOL on getting a playfield reproduction if I ever wanted to do that at some point in the future. But they're not cheap either, so I'd really have to think about that before taking that on. I'm just going to enjoy it the way it is for now. But I tell you, I'm really enjoying this. I'm happy with my purchase. I don't think I went wrong at all with this. I enjoy System 11 games, and although the rule set's not deep and there's no DMD, it's a simple machine. I'm hoping it'll be simple to work on, and it's not an easy game to get a high score on. When I picked it up, it was not running the factory settings, so it was 5 balls. And it was fairly easy to pick up the passengers. Multiple passengers would be lit up at any given time. And so I just reset everything back to factory. 3 balls. Now only certain passengers will light up, and as you pick up a passenger, another one will light up. So the machine dictates to you what shots you have to make. And what makes it tough to do, you have to pick up all 5 passengers, of course. Drac, Pinbot, Maryland, Santa Claus, and the Gorbachev shot, and that lights the jackpot, which is another subsequent Gorby shot. And you have like 15 seconds to do that, and you have to do it all on 1 ball. If you lose your ball, then you start over. So that's what makes this game tough. There is a carry passengers button up here that will light once you pick up either Lola or Pinbot, I believe, and you have a certain number of seconds to hit that. If you can hit that, then whatever passengers you pick up during that ball will carry over to the next ball. So that's a desirable shot to make if you can do it. Otherwise, you got to start over every ball, every ball. So it's a tough game. I like that about it compared to some of the other System 11 games. The replay value on this will be high for me because of the challenge. You know, some of my other favorite pinballs are Cyclone and F-14 Tomcat from back in the day, and they're a lot of fun, but they're just really easy to beat. This one is more of a challenge. I think the replay value will be much better for me with this pinball machine, so I'm happy I got it. Shout out to Black Rose. Appreciate it, brother. Thank you for all your good advice leading up to my purchase of this pen. Thanks to the banker for allowing me to come into his home and check out his collection. That was a real treat. And also thank you to Shane Tastic for doing all the shop work on this prior to my ownership of it. It just plays fantastic, and I'm going to send him a message and let him know what a great job I think he did on this. Maybe at some point in the future he'll maybe do a little more work for me on this. I don't know if he's interested in that or not, but we'll find out. Awesome machine. Glad I bought it. Love it. Thanks for watching.